glad I grew up in that type of atmosphere too. I think it forged my work ethic, but I still stand that it's a flex to move away from where you're from, the whole region, not even the city. Into it, I'm going to have these little talking points talking about the traits of high performers and those seeking greatness and what I've learned from those people and what I think about it. It'll be cool. I wanted to do the first one out here while the sun's rising, cardio's done, thoughts are rolling. Resourcefulness. If you want to be a high achiever, achieve big goals, scale business, become an entrepreneur, you need to be resourceful. You need to look at problems as opportunities, not reasons to quit. Resourcefulness is like the Bruce Lee quote, be like water. Flow around an obstacle. Don't worry about the obstacle or look at it as a reason to quit. Resourcefulness means looking at the problem, figuring out a solution, not looking at the problem and complaining. Through my journey, through both bodybuilding and scaling my coaching business, I've learned a lot about being resourceful, almost to the point where I take pride in it of as soon as I'm faced with a problem, whether it be something micro in my day or something large scale that's going to be more classified as adversity, I become internally excited to find the solution and begin working on the solution to move forward and make the problem no longer a problem.
From the consult on Thursday, or if you have any updated information, just pass that along. Obviously still send check-ins. I'm going to go ahead and lower your gear, so the supplement section will be updated. Other than that, keep me posted, and I hope that the hand, foot, and mouth sickness passes quickly. Yeah, all the time. Because I want to travel more, kind of for leisure, but just in general too. And I know when bodybuilding, competing at the highest levels over, that I'll still be involved in bodybuilding to where it's like, you know, I'll have to get good at taking trips regularly.
You ever travel to your client shows?
I have, not tons, but next year I've got several clients doing junior nationals, which is in Chattanooga in June. So I'm already planning on being at that one for probably 4 days at least. But it's usually got to be discussed ahead. Any shows I plan to go to next year, I'd like to know about it by the start of the year, the calendar year, so I can factor it in to my life. Because if I'm prepping again in the same timeline, like that June show, I'll be technically in contest prep, so. Which I prefer traveling in prep over off season just because it's actually easier.
From a sauce perspective? Or
Just
general?
the food and I mean, if we were here in my off season, that rice cooker wouldn't even get me through half a day. And the meat, I mean, the meat's portions are dialed back going into the show, like 2-3 ounces a meal, so it's, you know, off season I gotta be able to, I was up to like 4 pounds of meat a day. You just kind of feel like you're in underwater. It's just a steady state of feeling rather shitty. You just stay grateful to feel shitty. It's a weird concept, but you'll go through it and you'll understand what I mean. But we're gonna keep everything the same right now. I just want to keep checking days. So your job is to execute, take things 1 hour of one day at a time. Remember, I'm your brain the rest of the way. Any questions, don't assume anything, ask right away. We're gonna update again on Friday. If you have any questions before that, shoot them and we'll go from there. Making my intra-workout and my pre-workout drink on the road. Note to self and note to all of you, make sure you pack enough shaker cups or bring a funnel, or you get to play science experiment all over the kitchen and dump powder everywhere. But on that note, if you have a large goal, or you're like me trying to scale a business and grow, you cannot do that with a negative mindset. You have to be optimistic. You also can't do that with negativity in your corner as far as the people in your life, the energy in your life. There's no room for cynicism and a negative outlook. Optimism is key towards growth and scaling. Don't confuse optimism with hope or toxic positivity, because that's just as bad as negativity. Optimism is believing that it's all going to work out, and it's all going to pay off, and your work ethic is going to be the insurance policy that makes that belief come true. How to work hard when I was in middle school, doing chores for my parents. Kept it up in high school. Grit. Grit is what separates people. Very few actually have grit. Grit is when you can take it on the chin, keep moving forward no matter what. That tenacious desire every single day to get up and get better no matter what you're dealing with. Whether it's a small inconvenience or a big problem that you could classify as adversity. Grit is what separates the 1% from the other 99.
Don't be an asshole. It's a simple concept, but it gets overlooked. Bodybuilders especially get a bad rap for being just meatheads and having roid rage.